What's up? What's up? Hey guys, it's Tyler again with Bedrock, and we have an awesome update. Today's finally the day we've launched the projects. We actually launched them 2 days ago, but anyways, I want to show you guys how it works and how you guys can start making a cool passive income using BUSD and allowing that to go to a business where that business uses that BUSD, and you guys can actually earn interest. So it's freaking awesome. So let's go ahead and jump right into this. Make sure everything's working right. There we go. All right, perfect. Okay, so we have this new projects tab up at the top, and let me go ahead and click on it, show you guys how this works. So we'll actually start if you guys wanted to start a project. What you would do is you would click on this and fill it out. So what this is for is essentially if you're looking to 10x your business or you need a loan. And what a lot of people don't understand is when you use other people's money, you can actually grow your business quite quickly. That's why people use the bank's money, right? And so I think most of you guys probably aren't going to be starting a project, but there will be a lot of projects that you guys can go ahead and invest in. But for those of you guys that do want to start a project, you would click on this, fill out your information about the project. It's actually going to already have your address, so whatever wallet address you have here. And then you're going to go ahead and fill some of these things out. So how much you're trying to raise, the term, the return, and then maybe a little bit about your business. So this is kind of just this is the first version of it. We'll continue to grow this and improve some things, but this is what we have for right now, and it's working awesome. So I'm pretty pumped on the dev team for doing this and getting it all done on the timeline that we had. In order for anyone that is creating a project, I want you guys to understand they have to put in half of the collateral of whatever they're trying to raise. So even though we're raising BUSD, for example, here, this one with Mike, he's trying to raise $5,000 and he's trying to basically get more money so he can purchase solar leads to increase his sales and business profitability. Just so you guys know, in solar, a lot of these guys, when they're making sales, um, they can make anywhere from $3,000 to like $8,000 a sale. So basically, this $5,000, what he's trying to do here is get some money so he can buy some leads, set some appointments, and go get some sales. Same thing over here. We have another one. So right now we have two solar projects that are in the works. This one is for $10,000, same term, just a little bit different on the returns. So this one's for 15%, this one's for 10%. So this guy had to put in $5,000 worth of rock tokens. So whatever that collateral amount is in USD would determine how many rock tokens. And if we click in here, you can actually click on the screen, which, I want to make sure that you guys understand how to do that. But if you click on this, you can see this one is already at $2,083 raised of the 5,000 within the last, I think it hasn't even been a full 48 hours yet. So once this has been funded, so I can go in here and fund this project. However, I have to have BUSD. And so if we go into this wallet and we look, I only have $5 of BUSD. So let's go ahead and go get some BUSD. So we can go back to the trading page. And let's just do half of a BNB. We actually want BUSD, not rock this time. Nice. All right, and that'll give me $218. Let's go ahead and swap that. Confirm the swap. And allow the transaction to go through. So sometimes it might, you might get an error if BNB is updating or something like that. So just make sure that you're waiting to see this little transaction. Cool, it went through. If we go back into our MetaMask now, should have that BUSD there. There we go. All right, 223. Beautiful. Back to the project page. Let's do it. Once we get on this projects page, kind of the same thing that we just did before. We're going to go ahead and we're going to fund this project here, and I'll show you guys how to do that. So if we go in here and we're going to say, let's just do like $100. We'll fund this project. All right, so we're going to sign this first contract, and what this is doing is just we're giving access for the smart contract to basically pull funds from my wallet. So you're going to pay for that little 10 cents there. And then the actual second contract is we're going to have two contracts. So down here it says step 1 of 2. So we're going to let that go through. And now we have a second contract to sign. So you guys just have to pay for the gas fee on top of obviously what you're investing, but this is like nothing. So maybe like 30 to 50 cents. And then this number should go up to 2183 or something close to that. Perfect. All right, so that went through. It refreshed the page. That's how I know it went through. But if we come back and we check 2183, there we go. This project says six months, right? And they have an extra 2 day grace period. That's why it says 182 days. However, this is like super cool because you guys are using a stable coin. So rather than having like your money in a bank, you can actually lend out your money, right? And go earn 15% on this project specifically. So let's say that for instance, the owner of this, it says Mike Bowden, right? Let's say that he doesn't get any sales and we give him $5,000. What happens? Well, what will happen is you guys will actually get the 50% collateral depending on how much you put in. So if I put in $100, the percentage of what I'm putting into this is what I would be getting back in collateral, depending on how much is in there. So there's $2,500 of Rock token as of right now. It actually might even be worth a little bit more. And essentially, that's kind of the idea is as time goes on, if somebody does screw up on the project, hopefully the Rock token is worth more later than it was when they first started their project. So, not to confuse you guys on that, but there is a little bit of safety, right? These guys have to have money in the game to raise what they're trying to raise. So, when it's all said and done, there would essentially be $7,500 worth in this pool of BUSD with Rock. So going back to this, right now, the project owner cannot pull these funds until it has been reached at 5,000. So like, let's say, for example, if this one's taking a long time, this one's brand new. I don't think there's anything in it yet. Yeah, we just did this like, I don't know, 30 minutes ago or something like that. So this one's brand new. Essentially, this one here is at 15%. So this one's probably going to get filled up first. After that, then I would assume that this one's probably going to get filled. However, if you guys want to find out more information about these people, you can come in here and click on the Facebook. It'll bring you to Facebook. Obviously, I need to log in for that, but you can kind of see, or if we go to LinkedIn, same thing. I need to sign into LinkedIn, but you guys can see different links here and learn a little bit more about the business. So we're also going to do some cool things like AMAs where those are Ask Me Anythings. And so I'm going to give a form to these businesses or these projects. And what we'll do is they can fill it out and then I'll kind of explain a little bit more in details of why they're trying to raise money. And so you guys can get to learn a little bit more about the businesses and the projects that we have on the site. Other than that, one more thing here. What I was going to say was let's pretend that one of these wasn't filling up and you had put money in. You can actually pull your investment. So that $100 that we just put into this project, we could pull that investment out and move it to a different project only up until the business has actually claimed their funds. So if this gets to $5,000 and somebody, let's say Mike then all of a sudden goes in and he pulls the funds, you won't be able to pull out your investment at that time. It's just up until the time that it's raised. But there is that option that we put in there for you guys as well. Currently, we can see that it's accepting investments. If you wanted to go on BSC scan, you guys could also type in this wallet address or this contract address, and you can see what's happening with it there as well. So anyways, this is super cool. It's an awesome way that you guys can actually get involved with solar without having to be in solar. As we have more projects coming on, there will be different types of avenues and businesses that you guys can get involved with. But this is essentially the idea. And I know that these guys here, just because I work with solar, most solar projects are installed within, I would say, 30 days as an average. So there's certain markets, certain states where you can actually get this done a lot sooner. This is very easy for these guys to do. I mean, they're just going to need one sale to pay back probably $5,000. Obviously with the return, he's going to have to put back $70 or $5,750. Is kind of what we're looking up here, and that's going to be split between all of the investors depending on how much money they've put in. So that kind of wraps up how these projects work for now. We'll probably change, add some things on here. I think it would be cool to have this amount, showing maybe up here on the front, just so you guys could see where we are without having to click into each project. But this is the bread and butter right here of Bedrock. And so I've been super excited to get this going. We've been working on this since October of 2021, and for it to come out, within about 6 months, 5 months actually, it's really cool. So, other than that, if you guys have questions, definitely put them in the comment section. We also, you can go to our social links here if you want to join the Discord or our Telegram, or of course our Twitter. Feel free to go and check those out as well. But what we're also going to be doing that's super cool is there is a 5% collateral fee when each project is completed and it's done successfully. What we're going to do is take part of that 5% and we're going to throw that into a pretty cool Bitcoin staking. So you guys will actually be able to use your Rock tokens and stake them and earn some Bitcoin. So that's going to be coming out in the future. We're also working right now on some NFT stuff, which is, we could have actually launched that before the project, so we just need to wrap that up. That should be coming out pretty shortly. I'm not going to throw a timeline out on this video, but I would say probably within this next quarter that we're in currently right now. So before June, I would expect that to come out. So I'll throw that out there for June, but who knows? Maybe it'll happen in April. Maybe it's in May. Other than that, I mean, I'm just super pumped that this is all coming together. And I think that's really going to wrap it up for today. But just make sure, I just want to show you guys, you can actually click on this, and that's how you're going to fund it. So you'll fund it here. The amount that you put in for now, just remember what you put in for now. But we'll make sure to update that as everything's on the blockchain, so we can pull from there, and then add your funding on here. Along with, once these are done, there will be a different page that will show completed projects. And so that'll be something to look out for. But just so you guys know, these guys can pay this back before the 6-month term as well. So just because it says 6 months here, the reason I wanted to put that, because like I was saying with solar, is you have that 30-day install, and then afterwards it takes about 15 to 20 days for something that they call PTO, or permission to operate. And that's usually when we get the rest of the funds. So as far as that goes, I think these two projects here absolutely will be done before the 6-month period. It's just more of a safety net. And since it's the first project that each one of them are doing, that's what they chose to do. So anyways, guys, that wraps it up for this video today. Thank you for everyone that's been supportive of Bedrock so far. And this thing, this is just the beginning of where we're going to go from here. So pumped for you guys. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Peace.